like there's a lot. All right, but I guess we'll see. We'll figure it out. But
Can you guys still see
Tommy?
me? What happened?
I don't
Am I
know.
really
That's fine.
I was looking at my phone. I'm not at my desk right now, just because the kids
you're
are in the
fine.
living room.
That's okay, man. You guys play
If I
anything new
do
this
this-
week or what?
I've been playing Pokemon still. Been trying to complete the Pokédex for
right
the
on.
Galar region. It's 400 Pokemon for the Galar, and then Isle of Armor has like 220 or something like that.
Oh Jesus!
I only need like 50 more for the Galar Pokemon, and then like maybe 20 for the Isle of Armor. So I should have the 100% completed pretty soon.
Disgusting.
Jesus.
Just been
You think they're gonna do?
tons of hours.
You think they're gonna do? I mean, I feel like they're definitely gonna do a second expansion, but do you think it's just gonna be one more, or do you think they're gonna keep adding on to it?
I think they're gonna keep adding to it. I mean, they already have a good 600, about 500 Pokemon out of the 800 into the game.
Yeah.
So I feel like at some point they're just gonna add all the Pokemon. So eventually, I feel like future expansions, it's gonna be like you can just complete the whole national dex in just one game.
Because Pokemon only releases what every 3 to 4 years,
something like that.
Wow.
Like main games, right?
Yeah.
Because they usually have time for like, well, I'm just thinking about like, do they have time to do like so many expansions before the next game? And sounds like it, right?
I mean, it's like their biggest IP. I'm pretty sure they got like they have Game Freak pretty much dedicated to all of that.
Dude, but Game Freak, I mean, what was it? They made another game. It was trash. What was it called?
It was the one.
Yeah.
It came out on PC recently.
It was
It was already on
the one with the town. I know that much.
Yeah, I think it was something with the town, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then
no, yeah. I mean, that
town.
wasn't very good. If they don't,
like
maybe they have a formula and they do it good enough, and then if they do anything else, maybe it's garbage. Maybe that's why they don't innovate. But it's just
is it kind of dark on my side?
Mm-hmm.
Snap. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna open up the windows a little.
That's just what I've been playing. What are you guys?
I've been playing WoW. Don't look at me like that, boys. I've been playing WoW.
But why?
But why? I think I brought up in the past.
Like, why now? Like, I know you wanted to play it. Is it just because you have time and there's nothing else going on?
Yeah, I think so. That, I mean, I've just been watching so many streamers just play WoW, and it's just kind of like influenced me. Like, hey, why not just hop on it? Then I realized, like, not only do I have a 110 boost, so I could easily level up whatever class I want.
Yeah,
but I had I had a level 60 rogue because I ended up getting the level 70, and then after that I ended up making because on WoW all you need is a level 70 character on any server in order to make what is it called, a Death Eater? It's
Death Knight?
Not Death Knight. It's something like
I mean, there's a Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. There we go.
Yeah. I had to go through that too.
Yeah, so I ended up picking up that class just to see how it feels. I heard it was a lot easier to pick up than most classes, and
feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does really feel pretty fun.
It's really fun comboing.
Pretty simple.
Everything just goes. Yeah, I like playing Demon Slayer the most.
Yeah, rotation's really nice and smooth and easy to do. It reminds me a lot of. Unfortunately, I made the comparison compared to Smite, but I was like, ooh. It reminds me a lot of that with the Dark Knight or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I forget.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. There we go.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. I don't even know. It's Demon something.
Demon Hunter.
Oh, yeah. Demon Hunter.
Demon Slayer's a good anime.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah. So.
Still waiting on that movie.
I've just been doing that. I've been trying to get to level 110 with him, and then waiting to look at in-game content for that game. And then I'll probably hop on more Final Fantasy after that, to be honest.
Yeah, in August they released
Yeah,
they released a
August 11th,
yeah
Yeah.
patch
new patch.
5.3. It's gonna be mid, boys.
Major
Content
major
drop.
patch.
Yeah, it's
Stupid
big.
keep pushing it back, but that's whatever.
Yeah. I read an article saying that Yoshida said that the cutscene length for the next patch is gonna be about like a movie's length. So we
Yeah.
can expect anywhere between an hour and a half to like 2 hours worth
That's
of cutscenes.
That's
Hmm.
And so I guess it's supposed to be like that conclusion to the expansion of Shadow Rings, and then the patches afterwards will build up to the next expansion.
Cool. That
So-
sounds like a good month to get into it. I
Yeah,
don't think there's
possibly.
much. I don't think there's much coming out.
Yeah,
from here
if
till-
you're a new player going into it, like now's the perfect time, I guess, just because.
Then we can do Eden versus Savage, dude. Come on, all of us in.
Like I said, I was just waiting for enough content to come out
Yeah.
so I
Keep
could stick
yourself
around
busy.
for the month at least. Yeah.
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 But no, that's cool. I've been Tommy, your posters are relevant. I just beat Kingdom Hearts 3.
Let me just here's my hand. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Tell us more. Tell us more. Why is that so relevant in your life right now, Adan? It's not like I seen you hopped on your PS4 and
Have
played
you?
Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
3.
Because I was deciding what game to beat next, and then I thought I was
Mm.
farther in Kingdom Hearts, but I was only like 2 hours in. And then I'm like,
Only.
I bothered to sweat. I'm like, wait, how long is it? And he's like, 30 hours. I'm like, God damn. I thought it'd be shorter. It is shorter than the rest of them, no?
It is. Yeah, compared to the rest of the main games, it was pretty short.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean Kingdom Hearts 3, I mean to me I liked it a lot as a fan. I was telling Sway this, like as a fan it's cool to see the culmination of everything going on, and then but as a video game
What's going on?
like as a well, yeah, as a game it's ridiculous because like they do the same thing, like the boss fights, the cutscenes, like everything's kind of like there's a rhythm to it, the way they
like
introduce
a formula.
everything. Yeah, like a formula. So it felt like, oh well, I'm gonna get something like this,
Yeah.
and then something like this, and then
Mhm.
something like that, and then I'm like, that's the whole thing. Even the ending when you fight all the 13 members, like you chose. I thought this game would give you choice, like, hey, you can fight these guys, but then you won't be able to fight these guys. But at the end of the day, you're fighting every single one of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
which
it was
nice.
pretty linear progression.
Fan servicey as hell, dude.
Ooh,
Like,
I answered a lot of the questions.
Too
but
much, dude.
Gave us more.
Too much.
Too much questions afterwards.
Kingdom Hearts was so ambiguous, and every game kind of like obviously built on top of it. But then like at this point, they're like, hey, we just gotta show our cards, just literally just show them everything. Fuck it, and get them what they want.
Literally
So,
that card.
It felt weird.
Yeah, is that a pun, Adan? Is that a pun?
Is that a reference? Are you referencing something?
Maybe.
The card that for those who haven't or don't know what happens in Kingdom Hearts 3. But Sora receives a card from Luxor, right? That's his name? The guy who uses cards and stuff?
Mr. Drive Around.
I'm terrible with names.
What's his face?
Yeah.
Fake Noctis?
Fake Noctis. Yozora.
Oh yeah, there we go.
What are you talking about? He's talking about something else.
No, so in that cutscene, people are assuming that's the driver and that's driving around Yozora. That's
in the DLC secret ending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're assuming he's the card guy because they have the same voice
really?
actor.
To me, it sounded a lot like the driver in Versus. Well, like what's his face?
Nah,
The guy with the
Ignis.
glasses. Ignis, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. But that's
I mean,
cool
yeah.
if they are the same voice actor. Holy shit. Huh.
Mm-hmm. And then I don't know. I guess they didn't elaborate either on like the card that he gave Sora before he disappeared and all that.
Yeah, just a trump card, but who knows? what that even means. I mean, because it's nice, right? Because they still at the end they still fed us some good stuff. We're like, hey man, look at this.
Oh yeah.
Like I forgot. Like obviously they wrapped up the Xehanort saga, but we still have to deal with what's his face? What's
The
the guy's
Master of
name?
Masters.
Yeah.
The Apprentice.
He doesn't have a name, does he?
Oh, Bragg. I guess that's his Zigbar, his organization name.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh no,
but-
it's Lushu or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah. Go on. Sorry. I was thinking about something else. I'm sorry.
But no, yeah, it's cool. Like, I think it's kind of weird because like 3 isn't my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. If anything, it's my least favorite. Well, no, actually, I forgot about the card games. I forgot about all those. But
Triple
no, like
Triad?
as a main entry, 1, 2, and 3 is definitely my least favorite.
Main entry. Does Dream Drop distance count?
No. Well, yeah.
No, it's
I
mean,
they're
I consider that more
one's
as
really
like
important.
like more or less. It's kind of hard.
It's a
I'd
good
say it's
movie
more
to
like
watch.
a game. It bridged 2, 2, 3. It made like the
yeah.
build up to it. Yeah.
In context of 1, 2, and 3, I'm saying 1, 2, and 3 right now, because like the rest of them are whatever. You know, they're portable. They can't be as I don't know what's the word, like as
Meaty?
captivating as the other ones. Like as meaty as cool to me. I don't know. It's like if you play them, great. Like Birth by Sleep is great, but it was like a pocket Kingdom Hearts really. Like the worlds were super tiny.
The Union Cross one,
or no, Birth by Sleep. Just the
No.
levels that you were going through, they were tiny.
Oh yeah.
Like the world exploration was so tiny. It was ridiculous.
I mean, they fit a lot of content into like a PSP title. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's considering
True.
that you had 3 different branches to follow through story wise with characters.
Yeah,
But then,
yeah. I mean, yeah. They each had their own ending too, so it's kind of cool. But no, yeah, I still liked it. I don't know if I'd buy the next one. It's like 3 to me, it was kind of like holy shit, we waited so long. You guys have all these problems probably developing it, which is why it took forever. You know, Disney is in there, they're limiting you, all that stuff. But I'm like, from like a game design perspective, I'm like, you guys haven't really done anything like crazy new to me. It's
amusement park rides. Excuse me.
It's like how long has it been from 1 to 2 to 2 to 3? And it's like I expected way more, and what I got was kind of like a B grade game,
mashup.
really.
I felt like it was a mashup of all previous games.
Really, I felt like it was a rushed version of it.
Like because they had the whole wall running and stuff, and like swinging on poles. They brought that mechanic from Dream Drop's distance, and then they tried to incorporate some of Birth by Sleep's mechanics with the whole form change.
Oh yeah,
and all that. Yeah. So I, honestly, yeah, that's what I felt like. They didn't really come out with anything excitingly new. The only thing was, like Josue mentioned, was the whole amusement park rides, and even then, it's probably just Disney. Probably told them like, oh well, we can't really give you any more worlds, but here you can have some rides.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. For you guys who played it, what was your most favorite world and your least favorite?
Definitely Pirates of the Caribbean.
What?
Wait, favorite?
Wait. I'm sorry. Which one? Which one did you say? What did you say?
The
Pirates of the Caribbean was what?
My favorite.
Me and us two were saying that's the worst one.
Really? I like the whole battleship. I like shooting those ship.
I wanted to get the hell out. I'm like, I'm not gonna upgrade my ship. Let's just, and like Jack's story was weird, but I don't know. The story wasn't that great too in that world, but
I don't remember too much about the story.
It lost. Yeah, it lost its.
It's been a while,
pretty quick to me. But yeah, that's surprising. Like, I think my favorite one was either I thought I liked Big Hero 6 more, but I actually didn't.
No, I kind of wish the world itself could have been a bit better. It felt really, really flat.
Oh yeah,
Like,
they gave you like a big empty space, and they're like, "Here you go."
yeah, it's just like a big open playground with just blocks for buildings,
Yeah,
and it's not much you can
yeah,
interact with.
yeah, because other levels took you through like it was linear, but it took you through like the main attractions of
Hmm.
the movie or whatever it's based off of, and it was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing characters talking to them as you progress through that way. But fuck, I don't know if I have a favorite one.
I think Toy Story.
I
is
didn't
my
mind
favorite.
Frozen. Oh, Toy Story was actually really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Toy Story was really good,
That was
especially
really good.
I
the
remember the
whole
cactar thing, or what is it? The
Oh,
little.
the thing that fell.
yeah the cactor.
or the Dissidia toys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, the toy
Yeah.
store pretty much that was up
Yeah.
in there in the mall. That was pretty
That
crazy.
was, yeah, that was
And
really
then
cool.
the transition into the world was unexpected too. When they played the whole that trailer for fucking Yozora's game.
Oh yeah, that caught me
And I
off
was all
guard
like,
really hard.
yeah, for a minute I was like, am I in Toy Story? What is this, bro?
Yeah, I'm like, is this a hidden cutscene? I'm not supposed to be watching.
Right?
Yeah, I thought it was way too early because I remember seeing that secret ending and I'm like, wait, what? Why is they showing me this now? But I didn't know that they'd reference it again at the end.
Yeah, I didn't realize how like extremely important it would have been later on.
What was your guys'
Freaking moral.
favorite keyboard or keyblade?
It had to be unfortunately, Pirates of the Caribbean one was the one that was overpowered as shit.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty strong.
If you pre-ordered, you get the PlayStation one.
Ew.
Oh yeah, I
Poopy
forgot
stats?
all
It has
about
the
that
PlayStation
one.
symbols, and it gives you the strongest version of Blizzard, and then a Blizzard boost, and then like change form M, I think was the thing that you used if you kept comboing with it. And I used that all the fucking way. I upgraded it too and did everything to it. I don't know. It worked really good for me.
I remember getting the mini game one from the mobile game, where you had to play the mini games and then you get a code to unlock a special in-game keyblade. And
Cool.
I can't remember exactly, but I think it was just like a more silver chrome version of just like, oh no, it was like the default keyblade you get from the game in the mobile version, and it was like the Starlight keyblade or something. It was all right, yeah. But
cool.
Oh man, I think all of them, like from the worlds at least. I think I like the Toy Story one just because the big hammer drill and everything was really cool.
Cowboy.
I should have experimented. Yeah, because I knew about all these sub abilities they had, but I didn't I didn't try any other one of them. I kept using the same one. I
remember there was like a little mechanic you can abuse because like what was it? You could swap between keyblades, and if you swap while you're in like the middle of like your form, it would freeze the bar, so that when you swap back to the keyblade, you would go back into your little form change, and it wouldn't have lost any time.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
So you could just you could just build up all the forms on all your keyblades and then just swap between them anytime.
That's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Did not know that. I know you gotta equip more than one, but I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah, I was wondering like, what's the point of equipping multiple keyblades besides like maybe I'm feeling a little different today.
Yeah, exactly.
But...
that's actually really fucking cool. Holy shit.
So yeah, oh, go ahead.
Oh, that's all I have in Kingdom Hearts. If we want to move on, unless you guys have some more.
Yeah, that's what about you, dude?
I mean,
never played any of them. Fucking, I remember playing. I think it was 2 on the PlayStation 2. Back in ye old fucking days, I remember the fucking beginning is absolutely fucking horrendous. And I was like, this game is boring.
What?
It's weird
because I stopped playing. I was like, what the fuck did I spend my money on, dude?
I wouldn't tell people to go back and play these games unless you have an
investment into it. Like,
like
if you played 1 and you've kind of played 2, it's like, okay, you might as well play the rest of them, right? Or like the little branch ones.
I wouldn't say the rest of them.
But it's like, I don't know. I didn't have fun playing 2. I only played the beginning of it.
I get it.
That's
I
fine.
think I
Yeah.
remember too, like them being demo discs for Kingdom Hearts or something like that. And I
Oh
remember
yeah.
playing it, and I was like, I literally thought it was fucking weird. I'm like, this game's weird. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. Everything's super ambiguous. Who the fuck are these guys? And it pretty much
Yeah. The
tried to be
beginning of 2
convoluted.
was. Yeah, it was like.
Yeah, I don't know if mine was broken or some shit, but it kept telling me go here, and I was like, I'm trying to, but it won't let me leave. I don't know, like it wouldn't let me leave the area, and so I was like, fuck this garbage, man. I just dropped it. I was like, wasting my goddamn time.
That's fine. I don't think it's for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it should. It's not like I said. I still like 1 the most.
Ooh.
Because the combat was so
Ooh.
the combat was so good in me. It was before it was over the top, and it was just like you either get it or you don't, and it's not that
One was very
convoluted.
challenging to be.
Would you say that has good replayability?
Dude. It was so good.
Was it?
I don't know. I only beat these games once. I only beat them once.
replayability,
I'm not going through it again.
Okay.
Replayability. There was definitely Kingdom Hearts didn't have like a new game plus or anything, but it's like after you beat the game, it does open up like secret bosses and all that stuff that you can go for,
secret
or just try to like
endings.
100% the game.
There's people that do like
And-
no damage runs with
That's pretty cool.
bosses, and it's those guys.
It's
are like-
crazy.
I don't know. People. I mean, I'm not saying the games. I don't know. Kingdom Hearts 1 to me kicked my ass a lot, more than 2 or 3. 2 was way too easy.
Yeah.
3 was
Yeah,
way,
2
way,
was
way,
really
way
easy.
too easy. They literally made the game easier.
Unfortunately,
Like-
they even had to come out with a
Maybe
more
like-
challenging mode.
They had to. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Piss easy, dude.
Yeah, Proud Mode was easy. You'd have to
I mean,
play
I
in
still
critical
died.
mode.
I still died a lot because they hurt. But
Couple coins.
it wasn't. Yeah. Yeah. Koopa coins.
Thank you.
Yeah. No. Yeah, the only thing that was challenging in Kingdom Hearts 2 was that Sephiroth fight when you go back to him again for the second round.
Nah.
Really? You didn't
Damn,
struggle
calling
as
you
a
out, dude.
13-year-old kid?
I had I leveled up enough to like have that whenever I would use a magic ability, as long as my MP bar was recharging, I would have an unlimited use of my combo, and I could never drop it, so I'd just constantly be hitting Sephiroth over and over and over.
Oh. What level were you when you attempted?
I think it was like 60 something.
I was level 55.
Yeah. If I found that like just randomly while I was doing it, so I was like, "Oh, this is easy now." So
I mean, and then other than that, the organization fight was really hard too. Like not the one from the story, but like I think it was in Final Mix, where they had like the
Oh.
secret boss fights. Oh,
Hmm.
Final Mix was really fun.
yeah, I've seen people play the Final Mix, the remaster. I guess guess.
Yeah, I guess whatever you want to call it, just the upgraded version of 2.
Yeah, so I've seen people do that, and then I've seen people do hardcore fights on 3, and struggle with those a lot. But I mean, I don't think I'd ever play them personally.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't buy the DLC for 3. That shit was. It was so important. It was so important. It was pretty important to the fucking story. Like when you play through 3 at the end, you're like, wait, why is this happening? Just cause? Okay. But then at the DLC explains what's going on at the same time, which is time bullshit, time travel bullshit. But
Travel.
But it was cool though. Like the secret ending to me was what made it worth it. I would love to fight Yorza, whatever his name is, because like Alex, I don't know if you know, like Versus 13 was a game that was
Final Fantasy
became 15.
It was
right?
Final
Fantasy Versus 13 became Final Fantasy 15, but at its core, it lost a lot of what
made it Versus 13.
Versus 13, right? Like the character was still the same, but the whole like ambiance and the direction they were taking it was different. And Kingdom Hearts 3 decided to take Versus 13 like conceptually and like put it in their game as like
Mm.
potentially like the newest like maybe this will be for whatever the fuck they call it, like
Kingdom
Versus
Hearts
13 influence. And the
Mm.
theme kicks in from Versus 13 if you guys remember. And then the Kingdom Hearts theme kicks in a few moments later after that. And it's like, oh, what the fuck are they doing? Because I wanted Versus 13 for the longest time.
It makes me wonder if
so
Disney is even going to be a part of the Kingdom Hearts franchise after this game.
If who?
If
They
if
need
Disney's
Disney.
if Disney's still going to stick around for Kingdom Hearts after this.
I feel like they
I
kind
don't
of have
think
to. I don't
I
think
don't
they're
think
going
I'd
so?
play
anywhere.
Kingdom Hearts if Disney wasn't in there.
It
I'm gonna be
really wouldn't
honest.
be Kingdom Hearts after.
Disney it makes me like super like happy when I'm playing through these levels. And if we only play through their convoluted stories and their original characters, I don't know if I'd like it as much, to be honest. Disney dope. It makes it more fun. But cool. Tommy, have you been playing anything? Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends other than that, but I've also been like dabbling around on all these new mobile games that are being released. The latest one I just tried out only for a little bit was Romancing Saga, which is another old game from Square Enix that they just released a mobile version of it called like that's a really long ass name, like Romancing Saga Re-Universe, something like that. But it's all right if you really like dig like classic sprite animations with just a little bit more like of a modern touch to it. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The whole gameplay is your characters learn moves as they battle. Like they kind of like piggyback off your teammates or your party piggybacks off each other, and like they kind of observe the other party members and learn moves for them so they can create new moves. And so it just happens like randomly throughout like a battle, and it's pretty cool. The animation's pretty fancy. Like once you start learning a shit ton of moves, then everyone can just start like, I guess, do like a party special.
Ooh.
And I mean, if you like flashy animations, this is a nice game. Seems pretty free to play friendly, because they gave me a shit ton of like I guess gems, whatever they call the currency in the game.
Goddamn microtransactions.
Yeah, microtransactions. It's just like I don't really stick around. The only game I really stuck around with, like mobile wise, was
Mega Man.
Opera Omnia. I mean, I haven't even played the new Rockman X Dive Cross Dive.
Yeah. I'm noticing a lot of like old school RPGs are coming to mobile rather than like
Yeah, really.
maybe they can't create their like true sequel to a game on consoles or whatever, but for the most part they capture the spirit of these games. Like Final Fantasy's done it a lot.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
A little too
Square
much.
Enix has way too many mobile games, especially with the I tried their War of Divisions game, the sequel to Brave Exvius. It's all right. It's not a bad tactics game, but after a while, it's just the only truly good free to play game I've played on mobile that I've actually stuck with for the past 4 years now.
Call of Duty.
It's like Opera. What? Final Duty Fantasy, Call of Cops. But yeah, it's that Dissidia one that's turn based instead of like being in action.
Yeah, I've actually come back to that quite a bit of times.
Have you tried the Tactics one?
Oh yeah, that's the War Divisions one is what it's called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. It does have a lot of like the elements from a tactics game, at least from the old ones. It's just that I feel like I've only played it for like 2 weeks, and I felt like the power creep in that game was too real. So
yeah, it's made by fucking Gummy.
Of course.
They made a game that I really liked, and then when I found out they were making this Final Fantasy one, I'm like, you motherfuckers are gonna screw this up, aren't you? So, and they did.
Mhm.
It's you have to pay a lot of money to play it. It's kind of garbage. And
My
in order to
daughter
like
just came
max
in
out a
and
unit.
let it rip. Now it smells. Oh
yeah,
god.
cool. So what the hell are you
Yeah.
playing Apex a lot more? Like, are you playing with some
Oh man.
friends? Or...
Okay. Yeah, I've been playing with some friends just because.
Not us.
I
We don't
don't have it on my PC,
console, bro.
but I mean, wait until that cross-platform comes, you know.
I swear we'll
But
remember this.
I mean, like, I started back up on it again just because, when the whole COVID thing hit, I was like, It's like I have a lot of games that I should finish, but I don't feel like playing it. So I just felt like, oh, I'll check out Apex Legends again because a lot of like hype for it was coming up with season 4 or something like that. And that's when they introduced a character called Revenant. And so, I was playing it for a bit and like I was starting to get more used to like the mechanics of the game and all that. Like I I barely played Titanfall, but I really liked how like the movement in Titanfall was, and Apex had like a really similar kind of thing going on. Like you can like full on be like sprinting across the map and parkouring off everything, but it did have like really similar elements where like you really could like almost climb up anything. You could get like some really nasty like vantage spots or like I don't know, it's pretty dirty. And then like with this season, they just came out with like one of the biggest updates just last week, and they made like they reworked completely one character, Lifeline. If you remember her, they literally turned her into like an actual combat medic, where like instead of when she goes for like to res someone who's knocked down, she'll automatically deploy her drone to res them for her, so she can still move around, still
Ooh.
shoot. Yeah, it's
Damn.
pretty dirty. And then you could either like if both of your teammates are down, she could res both of them at the same time because she could just drop that drone on one person, then run to the other person to pick them up.
So does the drone ever get the shield as well when you're
Yeah, yeah.
reviving?
Yeah, they get the shield as well. So it's almost like a self res for the
Oh,
person who got the drone.
that's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, because I noticed last time I played Apex, it seems like there's been a lot of focus on her exclusively because
Oh
there
yeah.
are chests that if you play as Lifeline, give you extra loot, which
Yeah.
is kind of
They buffed she practically yeah, it's practically a rework and like slash buff because they made it so that her care package, when you do bring it down, there's extra loot on each side of the panels. So there's guaranteed to be 3 different healing items on one panel. The other panel will have 2 different attachments instead of one attachment, and then it's guaranteed at least like purple gear, like knockdown shield or purple armor or helmet.
Mm.
So like yeah, she got buffed really hard, and with the new game mode, like the event mode that's out, where it's just like it's only shotguns and snipers, and everyone starts off with what's called an evil shield. I don't know if you guys have heard about the evil shield.
Yeah, you just do more damage and just levels up with
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
What the fuck?
and it's
I don't
crazy
know.
because
I don't know if I like that. Damage
it's
modifiers?
so no what how it works is it'll tell you how much damage you need to do to level up to like a blue shield, like up a tier. And so if you
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And so it starts off really weak because it's only like 1 bar of shield on it. But when you level up, it goes to 2, and then when it hits purple, it jumps up to 4 bars. And then once you fully level it up, it turns into a red shield, and it's a little bit stronger than the gold armor. About like 25
Okay.
extra health on it. Yeah, it's pretty strong.
It's
And
not.
so yeah, and then they made they gave Octane, one of the legends, a really big buff to his ultimate. He's the guy who could toss down jump pads, and they made it so that you can now double jump if you touch that jump pad.
It's weird
Sounds like
because
something we should pick up.
Don't.
Nah.
Oh yeah, it's really
Sorry,
fun. Like
what
right
were you
now.
saying?
Fuck. No, but I'm saying like battle royales don't really do this because like Apex is a battle royale first, right? But like
Yeah.
other games are just like, nah, we're just gonna put fun characters in and you kill each other, right? That's about it. But I don't know. Apex to me is always. It seemed like it's still a really cool game, and I know people like it. I think movement's probably the biggest thing that's going for it.
Oh yeah.
Not as much
Yeah,
as
most
Titanfall
definitely the
2,
movement.
but yeah, that's what makes it different than other ones.
Mhm.
But I suck
Mhm.
ass at it, or I just can't. I can't aim. I can't like my bullets don't stick to my targets.
Hey man,
I feel like there's
I'm no
something
pro
really
either.
really weird. I know, but it's like
Um,
that game specifically pisses me off because I'm like, why am I not tagging them with my fucking bullets when I shoot? And there's probably small finesse to it that I'm just not adjusting to. But yeah,
I think it has something to do with the aim, the aim assist.
well,
I've
we
seen
play
like a
mouse and
lot of
keyboard,
people,
but
yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't know about that.
Oh
And
yeah,
we don't
that's
play on
right. I
PC,
forgot.
so yeah.
Aim assist.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
That's cool, man.
But it's been pretty fun so far. I'm almost done with the battle pass. I can't believe I've actually bought a battle pass for this
God
game.
damn. Well, I've done it, and I never complete any of them. I get like maybe to like a halfway point. That's why you did one for Call of Duty.
Shush.
Right?
I don't want to remember that.
You
How'd
maxed
that
out.
go?
Just playing it like
Oh.
every day. It's like go play.
Yeah, I remember playing like 8 hours a day and then like calculating like, oh, it's just based off of how much time you actually put into the game. That's converted into like how much you'll actually level up on the battle pass. At a certain point, it doesn't matter how good you do or anything. It's just, oh, you put an hour into the game. Here you go, bud. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Battle passes aren't. I don't know if they're worth it. Like Apex, no offense, Tommy. Apex has ugly looking skins.
Ooh,
It's a
ugly.
very ugly game. You know,
Ugly.
it doesn't make me
Have
want to
you?
buy any of the skins.
I mean, yeah.
For
I
the
mean,
most part, for
that's.
the most part.
I don't really get it for the skins. I guess. Well, like the weapon skins have been pretty cool.
They were ugly
Uh,
too. I'm not.
What?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. A lot of games do this. Like Rainbow
No, I
Six
mean,
Siege,
that's all personal preference.
ugly, super ugly.
Oh yeah, Rainbow Six Siege is garbage.
It's fucking ugly. Call of Duty,
They had some
mixed. I
decent
have
ones
mixed
there.
feelings. Mixed.
I'd
Some
say
shit's good, some shit isn't. Valorant's
you should take a
mixed.
look at the event skins that are out right now on Apex because those are really cool right now. A lot of them
It
are
better
following
be,
like
cause
a
goddamn.
Western theme.
When they try to do epic skins, I'm like, how did you come up with this garbage? Like, how are you making me pay $20-$30 for this crap?
Because right now, like one of the sickest skins right now is for Wraith, and she's got
Bald.
the literal like goddess, like goddess Athena skin from God of War, where she's all marble looking and glowing eyes and all that.
That's lame.
You don't like God of War?
Why play as that when you can play as Ong in the Avatar?
Is it Ong?
Yeah, you know
live
Ong.
action.
Ong, dude.
Hey, we don't talk about that. That movie isn't canon.
Gross.
Oh, dude.
You're disgusting.
I gotta buy that back. I gotta buy those skins when they come out.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh hell yeah!
To sink back into that game though, 'cause I know it's gonna be part of a battle pass. And
Oh yeah, I thought it was gonna be part of the battle pass.
Yeah, and I'm wondering how many levels it's gonna be because the current one right now in Smite is like 60 levels. So I'm wondering if you're gonna get like it seems like every 10 levels you're gonna get a skin, and then every 10th level after that would be like the god versions or like the Avatar state versions of that character.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I saw that 3 Smite characters all got like two different versions of the Avatar characters.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the characters they chose for the most part. I think about
character choices, yeah.
Yeah, solid choice. But
You know what's not a solid choice? Paying $70 for video games.
All right, wait.
That's disgusting.
I just want to preface this by saying like, Well, like Canada, they've been paying $75 for video games for years.
Was it
But
No,
like
no,
the
no.
exchange,
dude.
yeah,
Not like
yeah.
$75 US.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
like games aren't
huh.
cheap in Canada at fucking all. Like
Okay.
they're literally $75 plus tax. You're paying 80 USD. But I mean, it's only one game doing it right now, right? Just NBA
Yes.
2K15.
As far as
But
we see,
21, 2K21, 2K22, 2K71, whatever.
trying to match
yeah.
the price of the games, fucking title.
Well, that's the thing. Like a lot of people tend to buy from like US because it's cheaper. In other countries, just buying a console is like in freaking Mexico, if you're buying a PS4 or something, you're paying like almost $1,000
Yeah.
USD for that shit. It's like no
Yeah.
one's gonna fucking buy it there, right? So
No.
if anything, we've had it pretty good. Should games be that expensive? I mean, like, why were games why did they go from 50 to 60? You know?
I remember
Just
asking.
because they got more ambitious.
I remember asking that actually to an employee once, and their assumption, I don't know how valid this is, but their assumption was that because it was going from regular DVD format to a Blu-ray disc format, that
I
they'd have
guess.
to actually
Production
bump up.
costs.
Yeah, they'd have to
Yeah.
bump up the cost in order to minimize the whole.
At least equalize,
yeah.
equal out, make some sort of profit.
Yeah, and so that made sense
That's
to me, but
yeah.
seeing it like now where it's like we haven't really done anything with the disc, game quality is like kind of stagnating to where like of course like we're reaching like some like we're reaching consoles like peak performance now, but at some point it's like dude, this is all we got. Come on now, like are PC games gonna
Yeah.
also make that transition as well to where like new games are gonna go from because I was guessing the PC market might stay the same. Where like, okay, well, if games are selling for these, like the discs are selling for like $70,
That used to be the case, wasn't it? I
maybe
swear to God, that was the case. Like way back when, I remember PC games being $10 cheaper.
at some
Like
Oh, yeah.
point,
you would see the $49.99, not the 50 or the not the 50, yeah, 50, no, wait,
yeah,
Yeah.
$59.99.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
swear to God that was something that I just remembered in my mind. I'm like, oh, PC games are always when they come out, new games come out, they're always a little cheaper because yeah, the Blu-ray shit made sense. It makes sense to me,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
But no, that's super shitty. Like, in my opinion, I wouldn't mind if NBA 2K did this. If any company did this, if they're releasing a game that's a full fucking package. You're talking about NBA, dude. You're talking about microtransactions up the ass. You're
Yeah,
talking about
extreme
exactly.
microtransactions.
Like they're hiding a lot of what the game like should be offered initially when you buy the product.
yeah.
So if they're bumping up the price, like tell me why. Like, is it more complete? Are you done with these DLC practices or gonna limit them?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they are. I think they're just screwing
No.
people over. This is just a bad for NBA to do this. It's just a bad. In my idea, it's a bad take. They should not be the ones doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
fucking with like those NBA games. Like I agree. Are they going to release it with the full package? Are they going to stop with the microtransactions? 'Cause I know their main income is actually from FIFA, those FIFA games.
Yeah, I've heard
So
that.
Oh yeah.
I could see
Yeah, most
keeping
definitely.
FIFA at a low cost and releasing all the players as DLC or microtransactions, but the NBA ones or the NFL ones or whatever, those ones should I mean if you're gonna bump up the price, at least include a huge package that comes with a bunch of characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why to me it's complicated right now in this moment with microtransactions being so prevalent. It's kind of like
It's
what
common
used to be
practice now. Yeah.
what used to be a complete game 50 to 60 made sense because I'm like, okay, well, like one, you probably have to hire more people. These games are more ambitious. But for the most part, you knew, okay, $60, I'm getting a full game. Like probably like early PS3 360 days, right?
Mm.
But then,
Yeah.
all the DLC bullshit ass things started leaking out. So I don't think anyone should be raising prices because
Yeah.
they can already fuck with people on a different level somewhere else. I'm like, come on, like base game, like we know people are not just investing $60 on your game. Like we know that a lot of us are taking money, you know, I'm gonna say on average, like maybe with a DLC plus the game, like people are easily spending probably over $100.
Yeah,
On a
or
single game
minimum at
nowadays.
least $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it feels like to me. Like, dude, Kingdom Hearts did some disgusting shit. $40 for that DLC, bro.
Yeah,
2
that
hours
was
of
bad with the
content.
price tag. It was barely
$40.
barely worth
Dude,
even the time
and
that they.
you literally replayed a lot of the boss fights. Granted,
Yeah,
different
pretty much
characters,
like
but
that whole
you
last
replayed them.
chapter. Yeah,
Fucking garbage.
it was.
But
I can't believe like you can't just cut out what was already in the game and then reuse it and brand it as DLC.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like if a company like Naughty Dog came out and they're like, "Hey, we're doing $70," I'd be more understanding because their DLC practice isn't at least for The Last of Us wasn't that bad as other games. Granted, Uncharted has a lot of disgusting DLC too, but I don't know. I don't know if they should do this. I don't know if I really don't know if companies are going to start adopting this or not.
I feel like if they were, EA would be the next one to announce anything. I would hate for EA to be, because I could see EA and 2K.
already playing the game.
I'd say EA and 2K both just kind of like combating the whole like, oh, $60 is bad for our current market. We need to bump it up to 70. But I feel like if there's enough noise, if we make enough noise and combat this enough, they'll clearly back down. But at the same time, I feel like it's also it's gonna happen within this decade or maybe the next decade, where they're going to bump it up, and it's going to be a move to make it so people will start moving towards digital sales. And eventually, like, obviously that's their target, is everything being completely digital, so that way they don't have to worry about selling like physical copies. They save money on that. Like just anything physical, they save money on if they don't have to do that. So eventually, I feel like that they're gonna start doing that. But right now, I think it's a little bit too early. I say within the next decade, they're definitely gonna start pushing it a lot harder, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like even digital games, like Nintendo's the fucking worst when it comes to this.
Yeah.
It's like it's like when you're digital, you control how much the game is worth, and a lot of the times they're not gonna budge. They're not gonna do anything because they're like, we're selling it. This is the only way you can get this game digitally, and we're not gonna make it cheaper. We're just gonna give you the price that we think it is.
Yeah, and I think Nintendo might be one of those just last consoles that'll just like be releasing SD cards or whatever, like cartridges or CDs in the future. They're gonna be the last race of physical copies consoles.
You think so?
Unfortunately, because most Western markets now that are in control just want to all go digital. I mean, we see Microsoft try to push that like just a decade ago. We're seeing the PlayStation 5 try to do this right now. I mean, 20 years from now, everything could be digital.
I think right now digital's kind of split with physical, which is really impressive. I remember at a point, most people bought physical, and digital sales were like maybe 10-15% of actual sales. But right now, digital's. I don't know if physical's ever gonna really go away. Like they're gonna try to minimize it with their products and like try to make it so like, hey, if you buy a digital only console, obviously there's only one way to buy your games. But physical to me is kind of nice. It's not. I think it's good for the market because when you take physical games and pricing into account, like sometimes when I know I can get a game cheaper physical, that's when I go all in.
Hell yeah!
Like especially like on Black Friday, or just give me something.
Even like $5
some
off
sort of
or
promotion.
something.
Yeah, give me a promotion. Like Target does that too, right? They kind of like, hey, like you buy X amount of games, you get this much credit, or
buy two get one free or something.
Exactly. Like those deals are great, and in my head, it's like awesome. I'm getting a pretty much another free game or something out of this deal. Might as well buy through them. So that's why I personally am still gonna kind of have a physical collection. I will always kind of have a physical collection just because I like that. I like that.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
I'll always have a physical collection. I like the box art and shit. So it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I just love that shit.
Yeah. I just feel like
It's
again, I still feel like they're gonna try to push it, and
No, yeah,
because you
they'll
want
push it,
that,
but like
because you want that physical copy, it'll be more expensive. Like like let's say the digital copy now will cost you $60, but the physical copy could cost you like $75 to $80 down
but
the
they
line.
haven't done that. What they've done is like, hey, it's $60 and it's $60 for the digital. It's like, what the fuck? Like, are you guys not saving resources? Shouldn't it be cheaper?
Yeah.
But no, you guys just literally just price everything the fucking same.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So
Shit,
I
some of
don't.
them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they were pushing for digital, I'd feel like, or like pushing hard. Like, they can only push as much as they can, right?
Yeah.
And then like you have to think about the used market. Like, that's a whole different market of itself for physical copies. Like,
I think that's
like
gonna.
bro, like.
I mean, GameStop's gonna
You,
die off. I mean,
I guess that was always going to die out, but I think used games are always going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I mean, I don't buy used games as much as I used to, but
I mean,
I think having that kind of dictate how expensive a game is good too.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, where can you buy used games nowadays, other than like an Easy or EBZ?
Your mom and pa retro shop
Like
bullshit.
Craigslist, fucking Facebook Market.
Yeah.
Craigslist.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a lot of online options for all that too.
Yeah. I didn't think about those.
Yeah, it'll be weird once like if GameStop does go away, if these games will see a resurgence or like or like in price, like will these games be hard to find?
Like, look at this collectors now. Collectors item.
Yeah, exactly. Like this used to be
Yeah,
found at every
really
GameStop, and now we don't know what happened to it. But eBay starts like everyone starts upselling some shit.
Time to start buying stuff, boys.
Buy
Go
some
through the
shit,
$1 games.
Yeah.
No. Buy
I don't
two
know.
get one free.
Yeah, $70 is pretty shitty. Like if we had better practices, I would be fine. Just in terms of DLC, and because we don't, I don't think anyone should really be doing this right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of not doing things, the latest thing I shared with you guys with the whole Smash community being in an uproar with Nairo is his name.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah,
EVO is not looking good. 2020 wasn't even the year right now for anything, but it's really turning into a shit show.
I know, like
with the gaming community.
I know about like 40% of everything. I think. I don't know too much. Just
I don't know much either, other than the tweet that was shared.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to me because it's like right now the gaming community, well, like outside of even the gaming community, there's a lot of allegations, things that people are saying about a lot of people, and right now, dude, it's hitting hard. In my opinion, it's hitting the gaming hard. Like just today, like obviously that's a big deal, but just to give you guys a little bit more context, it's like more specifically the fighting game community. And like not just Smash players, but right now the head of EVO, the guy who runs EVO, he has allegations against him.
Oh man,
where he's kind of he's pretty much being a real creep, and people are sharing their stories. And ever since today, actually, Capcom and NetherRealms actually pulled out of EVO.
I saw that.
Like,
I saw that.
Like huge, like these allegations came out, and like these huge companies are pulling out of the biggest fighting game tournament ever. Because when you have somebody that's representing like the head of EVO having these allegations, like it makes sense to me why companies are pulling out. It's like, dude, this is like the top dog. This is a guy that you're doing business with, and
for
and you're saying
years
that
and
it's
years.
okay for your game to be part of this. So, and until EVO, unless they recognize and investigate these allegations, get somebody else to be the head of EVO, I don't see gaming companies coming back or
I mean, even if
EVO, which is
no,
even if they
This is
did and they
crazy.
clear the air and let's say they get them replaced, I don't know if companies would want to come back. Unfortunately.
What do you mean? Like,
Like,
well, think about it. If because like right now they want to assign blame or assign responsibility to somebody, saying like, hey, like this is happening. Are you going to show me that you're changing? Because the way you have to think about it is like Evo's great. Like all the people who have been part of it, all the work that's been put into it, like that's not something people can easily forget. It's not something that could easily be rebranded or taken by somebody else right now. And I feel like if they do anything to remediate or fix the problem, I do think companies will come back. Because right now, I feel like they're just pulling, waiting, because they don't want to be associated with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're just.
Right.
It's more about the message that they're trying to deliver, if anything.
Yeah. I mean, unless they have something up their sleeve where like we're gonna create our own Evo somehow, or it's gonna be a company partnered Evo.
I don't know.
I mean, that could be a thing, but that's the only reason I would see them not coming back. But yeah, I think for the most part you're pretty much on the dot with that because it's still very much still very popular. It's a thing that makes headlines across the world, and I don't see why they would not come back. And it's one of the biggest fighting stage arena for fighting games around the world. So
if anything, I was just wondering how it's gonna affect like the pro players who go to Evo, like if those who make a livelihood off of these tournaments and all that. So if Capcom's pulling out and all, so it's just I wonder if they're. I know Nintendo's been doing something like I'm not sure if it's Nintendo or just the community, but they just been doing like online tournaments instead of actually physical.
Ghost.
I'm just gonna point out that my light I thought was broken for the past month.
We've been
trying to get someone to come fix it, and then my neighbor just stomped the ground above me, and it just turned on.
Oh,
bro. Are you kidding me? I think I know whose fault it is now. Oh, but anyways, back on topic is yeah. I just wonder like how pro players are gonna react to all of this going on.
Well, yeah, because like I think if a game gets pulled out, camera's not focusing. If a game gets pulled out, that technically they can't use the game. Like I know Evo has these off tournaments. If that makes sense, where it can be any game that they just decide to bring in, and it doesn't matter if you have permission or not. I think it's just like, the community wants to do this. It's a sub Evo thing that's happening within this. It's not like a highlight. It's not like it's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if they can get away with doing something like that, where they're like, well, your game's available to the public. People want to play your game. They're probably not gonna, obviously Capcom is not gonna reveal any trailers. They're not gonna have spokesmen. They're not gonna promote it or do anything.
Any appearance or anything like that.
Do anything with it. But I think they could still. I think they could still play the game.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's
wondering,
because like you see them play really old games.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, well, I don't know if you knew this, but Evo has a new main lineup this year because of the whole COVID stuff. So we talked about this before in different podcasts, but yeah, they have different games being the main lineup and other games that are just kind of there. Like Smash obviously is gone from Evo because the online's garbage.
Yeah.
So like we can't run this shit. Sorry guys, we're not gonna do anything with you guys. But yeah, this sucks. I mean, I don't know if you guys read the stories or anything, but it's pretty messed up.
I glanced at them.
Yeah.
No. Same.
It's just I think it's only been one person that said that, but it sounded like I don't know. To me, it sounded like a pretty.
With the whole EVO and the allegations against the guy who started EVO or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
The other stories was like
two.
The other stories was like 5 or 4 people. Oh my god.
No, Jesus.
I'm not getting too deep in that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. To me, it's kind of interesting because, like, well, to get away from gaming, it's kind of like a lot of these people don't assume these were actually like anything bad towards them, and they realized it more so later when they gain clarity about the situation and realized, oh, this was fucked up. What I was brushing off and thinking wasn't a big deal, or in my head downplaying what happened, because a lot of these people are from higher up places, or like all of these people are like, I don't know, have some sort of influence or control around their community.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting. People are just like, oh shit, I'm fucked. This is fucked. Gotta say my piece,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I don't know. I'm actually surprised companies are pulling out of EVO. I was kind of shocked. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Well.
I think all ever since the whole what with everything with the protests and Black Lives Matter, and like a lot of gaming companies have been posting their message about how they support the movie, how they're trying to delay information stuff, like with Sony on delaying the PS5 reveal and all that. I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot of that momentum still kind of going on. So with all these other kind of things that are happening, especially with with like the whole evil situation right now, I guess they're just gaming companies are just still trying to keep that positive image, like
Yeah.
hey, we're still trying to support, like we're behind everyone, and like we know what's bad, just so
Yeah. Well, it's weird to
they
me
don't
because
get
it's
flamed for
like,
anything.
yeah, because obviously they don't want to associate with the brand right now, but it'd be great if there was something planned, a tournament, something, because like people are looking
Mm-hmm.
forward to this. People need distractions, especially during this time, and I just feel like, to me, highlights to me was watching EVO, and now knowing that it's going to be less than, or may not even happen at this point. Who knows how many people are still going to pull out? Kind of sucks. I'm like, okay, I was looking forward to this because it's one of the very few things you can look forward to this year.
Now we gotta watch RuneScape stuff. Oh boy, can't wait to see Iron Man stuff and Dead Man
Oh
mode.
yeah.
Oh, and FYI,
Fuck.
the guy just got put on an administrative leave
Oof.
a few hours ago. So
Oh man. Yeah.
who
Oof.
knows? Do you want to bring up the was that game? Fable?
Ooh, Fable.
Oh
Have any of you
yeah.
guys played Fable?
Have not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I played the one
fun,
that
man.
was on Xbox. The first Fable, I think it was.
Tell me, were
And
you
then
in the channel when I mentioned it? But you played one, right? In the Xbox?
I played one. Yeah, a long time ago.
Any of the others?
I've only played a little bit of Fable 3, but I didn't really like it as much.
Yeah. I always heard that Fable 3 was kind of poopy.
Yeah, it
I
was.
didn't play in that one either.
But I really liked the first one. It was really good.
Dude.
The
That
that was the one with like the you gotta save your sister or something, right?
Yeah.
She hot?
Yeah, there we go.
And Microsoft recently renewed their IP for Fable.
I saw that,
And
Yeah.
with intent to use.
That's funny because I know about half a week ago to a week ago, they recently came out and apologized to everybody, saying that how they've been mistreating the franchise and stuff like that. And
Huh.
Fuck yeah, dude.
so that's a little
Good shit.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
Wow, they're really.
we're sorry. Here you go.
Didn't a Fable game got canceled when they were
Something
doing
like that. Didn't they
some
make like
tactic
a Yeah.
game?
Hmm.
But yeah, it's been rough. It's like Fable to me always seemed like a pretty cool RPG. I remember playing the first one. We remember
Oh
about that shit.
yeah, it was.
Fuck yeah, dude.
They
That game was
re-released
above its
on
time.
Steam. It was. I'm like, dude, this is pretty cool. Like this world, like this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
But
The Fable 1 remaster would be great.
What's on Steam? I don't know if it's is it still on Steam?
I know Fable 3 is still on Steam. I'm not
On
sure about the other.
Steam?
Yeah.
I would assume
Wait,
they'd be
you-
on the
on
Microsoft
Steam.
Store.
It wasn't a remaster store. It's just kind of like a
Like a
It looked better.
re-release, like an HD version of it or something like that.
an HD version of it. Yeah,
Just
if
like
that's
a,
what you're
a
looking for.
slight.
Tommy, it's out there.
All right.
So I don't know. I hope they make a new game. For because like I had a blast with the fucking 2. That game was fun as
Ooh.
shit. And fucking logging tons of hours. Like, it was like there's quite a little stuff to do after the game. And the game
Ooh,
came out in like
alright.
what 2008, 2009. So like it's been a hot minute since I played that game. But if Microsoft says no new game, but I hope they can at least release 2 on PC. Dude, I'd pick that up in a heartbeat, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Right.
It's a good
remaster
game.
of
Oh,
all of
fuck
it.
yeah,
Reason.
dude.
I'm
Game's
kind of
good.
confused. I'm kind of confused because on Steam there's a game called Fable Lost Chapters, which is the one I have, and then there's Fable. Do you know the difference?
One's Lost
No.
Chapters and one's Fable.
Because I remember me and you both bought Lost Chapters.
Was it Lost Chapters?
Yeah, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what there's Fable Anniversary and Fable The Lost Chapters, and they're both the same price. Well, Fable Anniversary is on a discount right now.
Let me see which one I have on mine, because I'm pretty sure we got the number 1. It was like Fable 1 HD or some shit, wasn't it?
Maybe it just came with that, and you guys
I'm
just say whatever.
confused. Well, I don't
Is
know
it?
Fable Anniversary apparently.
Huh.
Is it even a good game?
It's not like
Dude,
I've heard
it's
of Lost
like-
Chapters, but I'm not sure if it was like its own
Like-
standalone game.
Yeah, think old school RPG and like everything that you kind of want out of that. Like,
Fuck yeah.
it's great.
Yeah,
Like, I
Good
love old school
soundtrack?
shit.
Good soundtrack?
I don't
A lot
know.
of
Oh.
crazy ass decision making. I'd be light.
Wait, I'm looking up the difference right now because I don't know.
Right? Like,
Poor Tommy, I need light.
The darkness is swallowing me.
Time is against
I
him.
would turn on my
Okay,
light.
so
It's
the main
it's
story
9/11.
Oh,
so the main
no.
story is the same on both, but once you beat the main story, the lost chapters starts. So essentially, the lost chapter, you're essentially playing the
DLC.
Yeah, which is not a great. Okay, so if you own one, then you're good.
Right.
Aren't you? Yeah.
Don't mind me.
But yeah,
Oh,
dude,
there we go.
2 is fun.
Right. That's
But
a bit
yeah.
sad.
What was that?
I hope they release 2 for PC.
Yeah, we'll see if they
Come
do
on, they
anything
have
I
with the
want to play
franchise.
too. I heard good shit about it.
Dude, it's fucking fun, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna get anything new, it's probably not gonna be for another like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I mean, it especially since we're that early with them even announcing barely a
Right.
scratch of anything. I'd be more optimistic if they just announced like, "Hey, we just barely started working on it." Like, okay, like for all we know, it could be just a TV show, and we're just like, "Oh." Like,
that'd be fun. That'd be garbage, dude.
and I know Microsoft's been throwing tons of money into their TV shows. I've seen recently, I don't know who reported on it, but that the Halo TV show actually it just spent around $40 million close in total, and it hasn't even come out yet. So we'll see how that even comes out to look like. If it's, I'm not a big fan of Halo, but that's interesting to me that they spent so much money on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
Oh man.
I don't know. I tried to get into the story. I even looked up some playthroughs, and I'm just not.
Oh, the campaign. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not big on it.
It's just not your cup of tea.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I get it. There's baddies. Covenant is okay.
Some alien baddies.
Yeah, it's just alien warfare. Gotcha. I mean, I know it's deeper than that to some extent, but
Yeah.
it was not my thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Same. I think other franchises do stuff better. But I don't know about sci-fi. Like sci-fi first-person shooters aren't really a thing besides Halo.
I mean, there's Killzone. If you
At
consider that sci-fi.
Well, when I think sci-fi, I think prettier. I think
the more
Fantasy
modern
world.
instead of like
I don't think of brown. You know.
You don't think of Brown? Excuse me.
I didn't think of brown.
Mexicans in space.
Sorry, I know we keep going back to this EVO shit, but there's so much shit just coming out right now.
Oh yeah, dude, just feed it to us. You're the
okay.
you're the
Live
Twitter.
feed.
Breaking news.
The guy was on leave, right? But apparently he's no longer involved with EVO in any capacity. They're looking to separate him from the company and actually relieve him. And they're actually, I think they actually canceled EVO Online.
Huh.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Watch, like, all this is
Wow.
like just accusations and none of it's real, and like they just ruined a man's life.
That's what I.
Yep,
That-
EVO Online's canceled. Yep, they confirmed it.
Jesus.
Oh no!
That's shitty.
All these
That's
push.
really
This pretty much undermines every fucking. Everybody's like push for like, hey, look at all these games that have good online. Like let's push for them to fucking succeed, and now it's like
it would have been
sucks.
would have been so awesome. Because like in my mind, if EVO Online went as planned, I think people would have taken online more seriously and implement it better.
Oh yeah.
And now
But
that there's no EVO,
yeah,
there's no
right.
point, so people are gonna still do their shitty online practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was,
right.
that was my exact
still,
hope.
goddamn.
That is not good. Are we even gonna? Should we even expect an Evo for next year? Is the question.
No.
So soon.
Do you think it would be too
rebranding or
soon?
something.
Yeah, I feel like they really would have to do like a rebranding, or someone else would just have to pick it up and try to get it back
I mean,
going.
they literally announced a new CEO. Like they
Okay.
already have the new guy who replaces him.
Okay.
But I think they're just trying to be responsible and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I got a bit ahead of myself there. I'm pretty sure, even with everything going on, their hope would be to at least make the next appearance next year. And make the fans happy and satisfied. Because if they delayed it for another year, I'm pretty sure EVO would just kind of fall off. Although I wouldn't say completely, but there could be something else that could come challenge that title, and but
Yes.
I don't know. Hopefully, EVO comes back. I'm pretty sure it will, but if it doesn't,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will. They've been along for a long time, and just I mean, right now I think they just need to take time to kind of like talk with like the companies that are involved with with their turning their brand, just to kind of figure out how they're gonna move on from here. And I'm sure, because like I mean, with the announcement of like the next gen consoles, they're probably gonna want to use EVO still to kind of market what they're working on, at least for next gen projects, next gen Street Fighter.
yeah,
If Street Fighter 6 even exists.
we'll see. I don't know. There's talks
it
that
does. It's real.
there's talks that it's there, but they're still pushing out Street Fighter 5 stuff in the meantime. So, but if it doesn't come back, Adan, I'm just saying we could possibly have attended the last EVO ever.
Yeah, I mean,
The last EVO in existence.
if people think that the brand is tainted, then rebranding or pretty much they're gonna have to do that,
Yeah.
which is fine. Like I still, in essence, all I want is what EVO was and should still be, which is like a place where fighting game community people can come together and just have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, I really like the damage control from everything right now.
Prompt
everything's just prompt, like
really fast.
Yeah, extremely fast. It should. I think It should. It should. I don't think they should have any issues in the future continuing on with their brand and everything. I feel like they're very confident, and companies will look at that as well and say like they got this shit together almost immediately, and they're still going. They're still chugging along. So I mean, I'm over here with full confidence. Like it'll come back, whether it's next year. Who knows? I'm pretty sure it'll be next year because that's what all the fans want. But if they don't, then we'll see. But pretty sure they'll be back next year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It's weird because the new CEO is actually a developer at Riot Games.
Huh.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
League of Legends fighting game.
Yeah, they could definitely market that as well.
I mean, they probably already were to an extent, but it's just interesting to me, like how Riot.
Is he an ex developer or ex
influence? No, he's he's a developer.
Oh, he's still a developer. He's just part. What's the move from?
I mean, because think about it. If you're responsible for one event out of one time out of the whole year, you probably have another job, right?
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure how.
But for Riot to influence,
how they plan everything.
For Riot to have some control over EVO is. It's not bad. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It gives me more positivity in like the future of gaming.
To have MOBA tournaments, pretty much.
No, to improve the quality to improve the quality of the tournaments and the sophisticality of everything. To make everything just kind of shine brighter than it already does. Especially since they have League of Legends in their pocket. They've had all those championships before. They'll kind of just make it glow even brighter. Than
I guess I can see it from that point of view now. Just how they handle thousands of people in one room, how to set up the venue, and they probably have connections too with like actually finding a venue and all that, and how to check out all the make sure all the guests and all that.
Yeah, if it helps this way, this guy believes in GGPO and he does a lot.
What the fuck is GGPO?
GGPO? Oh, my bad. Is it too technical for you? It's the rollback. Okay, so GGPO is like the best rollback netcode for online games that older games have implemented currently, and what really good games like them fighting herds and like essentially games with really good online use this tech.
Gotcha.
Other companies don't, like Japanese companies.
Yeah. The Western one that was made by fucking what's his face?
Yeah,
those two guys.
That's good online. Yeah,
right. So two guys need better than
Nintendo. Yeah, this guy being a developer at Riot Games, and I'm pretty sure probably the new League of Legends fighting game is gonna have GGPO.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
But it's good. It's good. Somebody like that believes in that, and
yeah,
probably good out there. But
yeah, I mean, if anything, like look forward to the next EVO. I mean, this sounds pretty promising. Just with someone new taking in charge. I mean, in light of everything that's happened, like it's pretty crazy actually. Like knowing how much of like predatory practices was actually happening during EVO and at EVO, like, and hopefully, moving forward with the new CEO, hopefully they can actually find a way to like not only like maintain like watch out for things like that, also with shootings and stuff too. Like I remember when we heard about that guy just shooting up a tournament over that shit was crazy too.
A Madden tournament? Oh.
Ooh.
Well, that sticks with me to life. Oh no. Your boys just wanting to play games. It's some people. I mean, luckily EVO when we were there, it's heavily like secured. Like you have to go through gateways and get scanned and everything. You can't even take a bottle of water with you, and You know, like
That's
even
garbage.
certain pieces of paper you couldn't take with you. They're pretty.
Huh.
Yeah, charge you $10 for a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
They're pretty strict, but luckily that was one concern that I was waiting to see, like how they'd handle it, and luckily they handle it
Mhm.
very, very professionally and very like
Yeah.
you know, I didn't feel like I was in any danger whatsoever when I was there. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, I guess that we're hoping with like other kinds of any public kind of tournaments and stuff like that, similar events. Hopefully, people hear more about the things that go on, than just to adopt those same safety procedures so that nothing like that ever happens again. But we can only hope for the best.
Right.